A miracle happened when this dying lioness found love. Sometimes, when we least expect it, good things come to us. We must have all experienced something truly unexpected and amazing at least once in each of our lives. The caretakers of this frail lioness were shocked to see an unexpected turn of event. Through the lioness's experience, they realized that miracles do come true. In the year 2009, the U.S. Department of Agriculture was lucky enough to save a lioness that they named Sheila. She was ill-treated at an entertainment center in Texas, so they had to rescue her. This establishment did not take care of the animals they kept for these private shows, and Sheila was unfortunately among them. She was nearing death's door at the center, so what the USDA did was, they advised the InSync Exotics Wildlife Rescue and Educational Center in Wiley, Texas to try and save her. This facility was known for nursing stray animals and abandoned animals back to health. However, Sheila's medical condition was such that the staff members were not so sure if she would even make it. They even contemplated on giving her a merciful death using injection. Sheila was just over a year old when she got rescued. Her physical health had become so tragic because she did not properly, to the point where she could barely walk. She had very little muscle coordination, and thus, when she walked, her legs would slip out from under her. An InSync employee told interviewers when asked what caused her health to deteriorate like this, it was a difficult time at the facility because Sheila's condition was not really improving. Everyone was preparing themselves for the worst as she showed no signs of healing. The lioness became weaker and weaker, throwing up multiple times and slowly started becoming stationary. However, the staff members did not want to lose hope and still persevered. For 2 weeks, I had to go in with Sheila and hand feed her. The InSync CEO Vicky Key told interviewers, Sheila's head would often bob towards the left, and so an exterior support was needed. They would leave a pail of water next to her head and assist her to drink. Very commonly, the pet trades held in the U.S. can be very harmful to the animals involved. The inhumane ways that these animals are handled has resulted in such conditions. Most of these trades are done illegally as well. They never get to be in the hands of a well-equipped caretaker who can help improve the animal's health. Look at Sheila for example. Just looking at her, it is not hard for anyone to see that Sheila is a very special big cat. With her unique coloration, there is no denying that this lioness is beautiful. Her distinctive colors are due to a dormant gene dubbed the color inhibitor, or chinchilla gene. It's indigenous and only exists in a place in South Africa called Timbavati. InSync soon discovered that Sheila was suffering from another medical condition. She actually had toxoplasmosis, with a major lack of vitamin to add to it. Toxoplasmosis is a parasite gets transferred into the blood of an animal. This disease is not harmful to humans but can be fatal to a cat. Sheila, being a big cat, this was a matter of concern. There was only one thing the facility could do. So they took the chance, and so the caretakers immediately got the ailing lioness on an antibiotic treatment. This fortunately worked, and soon the lioness was showing signs of recovery. However, this was not the only thing that attributed to the healing of this beautiful lioness. The story of this incredible lioness continues and does not stop with the antibiotics. It turns out that Sheila was not the only animal getting saved from the vicious entertainment center in Texas. Before the rescuers were coming to save Sheila, InSync had already managed to save a lion by the name Khan. Khan was just 6 years when he was rescued. This mighty lion was a show animal. His main job was to dazzle and amuse guests at private shows. When Khan arrived at the center, it was surprising to see that he was very aggressive when it came to food and had even bitten off the end of his tail, most probably due to stress and anxiety. There was another thing that really shocked the people working at the facility. They discovered that since Khan was poorly fed, his whole body weighed just 100 pounds less than he should. Khan was also suffering from various bone problems that were not just your typical problems. It was quite serious. However, he, being a true fighter, slowly healed up. The staff working at InSync were also very surprised to learn about how well behaved the lion was. The good-natured behavior of Khan truly shocked everyone who met him. This was especially strange considering how serious his health issue was when he was rescued. He still struggles to walk right and hobbles on his forelimbs. There was another surprise for him as well. Khan was getting the treatment that he deserved and showed a rapid recovery. The facility wanted to further help Khan get to his best shape. So what did they do? His dear guardians at the center built Khan a brand new set of cinder block stairs. This was not the only thing Khan could look forward to. This other surprise that the facility kept for Khan was about to be revealed. The facility introduced these revamped lion cages. So soon enough, Khan and Sheila, who had both been victims of abuse from the same vicious center, were now neighbors. They hit it off straight away and befriended each other. But soon, as time went on, something happened between the two animals. The two became so close that one could suspect some romance involved. Sheila spent the next few months showing off for Khan, and Khan strutted his stuff for her, he said. They were obviously really attracted to each other. These two were beyond happy to be neighbors. As everyone saw, the two animals were mad about each other. Love was definitely in the air, and so Sheila had to get sterilized in order to prevent happy accidents. The caretakers would often take these two to go on what they call dates. The pair did not seem to complain at all. It was so heartwarming to see that the lion and lioness were so happy with each other, especially after learning about their struggles in the past. Just like human courtships, the relationship between this pair soon went from chaperone dates to unsurveyed dates, then staying overnight. After 3 months of dating, we let them get married, said in Sync's Key. Sheila and Khan are now contently living together in a home they share. The lion does not allow any other to get too close to his lovely bride, and the lioness makes sure to keep her man happy. When you look back on their dark past, the fact that they ended up this happy is so fulfilling to witness. True love knows no boundaries. It is not just for Hollywood movies. On that same note, here are some of the cutest photos that prove that true love exists in the animal planet as well. Just look at them and don't resist smiling. We find amusement in talking parrots, as they can mimic and speak to humans using the very words we use. It turns out, parrots are even more humane than we already thought. Look at these two parrots passionately pecking each other. The love is real. This looks like something straight out of a cartoon. We have never seen snails getting affection ever in our lives. We are sure you guys haven't either. But to all of our surprise, here are two snails standing on top of cherries, reaching for each other. No, these dogs show that not just human beings give the best hugs. Look at that face of contentment in the dog. This kind of affection only occurs when true love is involved. These dogs are very good buddies and are not shy to show their love towards each other. Look at this image and try to find something to complain about. If you find anything wrong, it would automatically mean that you do no town a heart. When you see something this cute and still find faults, you need to check yourself. When you see a mouse, they are never really this friendly. When we see a mouse in our home, we usually just aim to kill it. Next time, try to think about their partner, their kids, their companions who might miss their presence. Look at these two pals. Adorable. One of the most powerful things that our parents can do for us is to give us hugs. Most often, when we are in our mom or dad's embrace, our problems seem further away and appear as though they have disappeared. This family of prairie dogs knows it. Foxes are not known to be all that affectionate, but maybe behind closed doors, they could be more romantic and loving. We will never know. However, looking at this photo of these foxes getting cozy, we can only guess how they behave when we are not looking. We should all become otter and sleep like they do. Did you know that otters hold each other's hands when they fall asleep, so that they do not drift away from each other? If that does not prove how loving they are, then what could possibly do so? Cats have often perceived as cold animals who do not show too much emotion. However, once a cat feels close to you, then they are bound to follow you around and give you unsolicited hugs when you least expect them. No wonder cat lovers are so attached to their cats. Whoever thought that birds could kiss? Looking at this photo, we would not blame you if you got just as shocked as we did. When we talk about lovebirds, we usually mean that particular breed. But these birds right here can definitely be called lovebirds. Ask anyone if they think pandas are cute. Majority answer with an easy yes, because pandas are definitely one of the most adorable pets ever to be created. Okay, now put to pandas and make them cuddle. If you don't end up with a smile, then something's wrong.